वक्रतुंड महाकायां सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देवां सर्वकार्येषु रामाय रामभद्राय रामचंद्राय वीरसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पतिये नमः सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारंभं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. So I'm going to hand this Ramayan over to our director, and director in turn will present it to our Mataji, and Mataji will be escorting this Ramayan into Ayodhya here this evening.
Thank you.
बोलो सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय.
गिरिधर नागर गुरु गिरिधर नागर
उलत भय मोदे चरणन की उलत भय मोदे चरणन की कमल बलिहार
कमल बलिहार कमल बलिहार
बोलो गुरुजी चरण के कमल बलिहार
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 ये पुलन से जपुलन गले माला
पुलन से जपुलन गले माला
रत्न सिंहासन पर बैठे नंदलाला
रत्न सिंहासन पर बैठे नंदलाला
बैठे नंदलाला हरियो बैठे नंदलाला
बैठे नंदलाला हरिओम बैठे नंदलाला
पुलन से जपुलन गले माला पुलन से जपुलन गले माला
Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram.
Sita 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 Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram.
Class bands join together in Prarthana. Om Lokabhiramam Rangadhira Rajivanetram Raghuvansanatham Karunyarupam Karunaparantam Shri Ramachandram Sharanam Prapadye Tvameva Mata Shabita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhucha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Om Shanti 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 Bolo Siyadhar Ramachandra Bhagwan ki
Jai.
Prem Solo Vyaas Maharaj ki
Jai.
Ramayan Park ki
Jai.
Ayodhya ki.
Jai.
Thank you very much. Jai Shri Ram. Every time I say Jai Shri Ram, I can say it twice. Wherever I go, all the way in Africa, wherever I go, I will say it twice before I get a response. So this is the second time now. Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.
So please let the second time be the first time from tomorrow, okay? All right. Well, Vyaas Ji Maharaj, executives of the Ramayan in the park, mothers, fathers, brothers and sisters. This is a very, very happy and delightful day for all of us who found the time to be here this evening to witness and to participate in the first session of Ramayan in the Park 2024. Give yourselves a nice round of applause. You have to be blessed. Have to be blessed. All of you who are here, you are blessed. Consider yourself very, very blessed. This is a Sunday evening. So many things you could have been doing with your time. You could have been watching TV, you could have been household chores, you could have been shopping, other things, other activities. But you left everything aside and you prioritized the Ramayan in the Park, the first session here this evening. And that is remarkable of all of you, very commendable indeed. And we salute all of you and we thank you for joining us here this evening for this first session of 2024 Ramayan in the Park. As you know, Ramayan in the Park has been going on for more than 16 years. More than 16 years. Did you know that? Nobody, you lose count because it's so many years, right? Year after year. We missed out the COVID year because of COVID. But for 16 years since Ramayan in the Park has been established. 16 years. And that's a long time. Imagine someone who was born 16 years ago, today is 16 years old, and pretty much grew up with Ramayan in the Park, right? So that is very, very commendable for this Ramayan in the Park committee. In these 16 years, we lost so many devotees. If you look back at these videos 16 years ago, year after year, you'll see many faces there at Ramayan in the Park who are not here now at 2024. Amongst those faces were my own parents, my mom and dad, who were here during the course of these 16 years. and they are no longer with us. And like them, there are many other great souls who have passed on, especially our Mataji Chandravati, who was here last time Ramayan in the park. And she told me, I don't think I'm going to make it for next year, Ramayan in the park. And I said, Mataji, don't say that. You're definitely going to make it. But she knew that her time was coming soon. So there's a lot of history in this Ramayan in the park. A lot of memorable times that we've come together for the entire week. So this sacred grounds of the Arya Spiritual Center has been deemed Ayodhya. This is Ayodhya because Ayodhya is a place of peace and Ayodhya is a place where Sri Ram dwells. So we've installed Sri Ram here this evening, and our Mataji, the mother of Bhai Harmanji, she has very beautifully brought the Ramayan and give the Ramayan seat. And this Ramayan that is here is the Ramayan of our late Pandit Chandrika Dharmacharya, or Mataji as well. So there's a lot of history here. So my dear brothers and sisters, this is a very beautiful evening, and I'm pretty sure more devotees will join us as the night wears on. Last night we had a wonderful, I was watching on the live stream because I couldn't make it here. But it was such a beautiful, how many of you were here last night? Right. How was it? Was it beautiful? Well, these kids did a remarkable job. When you see them enacting these beautiful scenes from the Ramayan, and all these singers and these visually impaired singers also performed so well. And the skit from Surama Mandir also so beautiful. I was like blown away. It's just remarkable talent we have in our community performing for us. So, and Davina Singh and her troupe. So this was a beautiful way to start off this journey into Ramayan in the park this year 2024. Well, what better person to start off the Ramayan in the park than our most accomplished Vyaasji. We will introduce him in a few moments. We have a few minutes more, so we will take I look at my time, and we'll take one bhajan. We'll take one bhajan from our group. Panditji has brought his group also from the Sri Devi Mandir. Please give the Sri Devi Mandir devotees a nice round of applause here tonight. And I will ask them to do a bhajan for us before we introduce our Vyaasji. So sit back, relax, and enjoy a beautiful evening of Ramayan in the park.
हम कहे सुखकारी सुन शिवरी बात हमारी सुन शिवरी बात हमारी जब तप व्रत योग निधाना जब शेवरी बात हमारी सुन शेवरी बात हमारी शेवरी बात हमारी शेवरी बात हमारी.
Let's round of applause for members of the Sri Devi Mandir, Panditji's Mandir. Now I'd like to cost a lot of energy, of time, to make this possible for this entire week. I would like to acknowledge here tonight the director of Ramayan Park by Harman Singh. Please give him a big hand. By Donji, big hand also. By Naru Bali, give another big hand for the RS Spiritual Center. By Somdat Chandradat. By Ina Prasad. And this beautiful decor, here you see so beautiful, isn't it beautiful? Yeah, so Val Singh and Surajpal Singh from Top Notch. Give them a nice round of applause as well. And also ably assisted by Kim Shankar, Sharas, Ruknai, and our very own Dr. Dan Paul. These are people who work very selflessly behind the scenes to put all of this together. And Bhai Harman is ably assisted by his better half, our Bahin Cindy ji. Give her also a big round of applause as well. And then you have the other half of Bhai Donji, who is Marlene ji. Oh yeah, these are very industrious workers to make sure that Ramayan Park happens year after year. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce someone who will introduce the Vyaas ji. And what better person than his better half. So I'm going to ask our Bahinji. She knows Panditji more than anybody else. So she's going to introduce her Vyaas ji and you're going to take it over here tonight.
Thank you, Panditji. Oh, you have to do what you as you said, I know Panditji more than anyone else. We travel together all the time. So Panditji is a very dedicated soul to Sanatan Dharma. He have taken after his father's footstep, Pandit Laldhari Sirachan, I should say Dharmacharya Laldhari Shivrattan, who has gone to the beyond. Panditji has traveled throughout Guyana, Trinidad, India, on his humanitarian mission. He's the priest in charge of Sri Devi Mandir. He's the president and founder of our humanitarian mission, the Sri Devi Mandir Global Foundation. And he's a very hard worker of Sanatan Dharma. And I can tell you of all the sleepless nights he's had when it's time for him to go travel, even when he's not, he works behind the scenes and do a lot of humanitarian work. And he has a passion for that. You have to see him in action, like it's what he likes to do and what I guess he's being sent here to do. And there's so much more I can say about him. He's a wonderful soul. He's the father of our 4 beautiful children and grandfather of 5.5, no, 3/4, I should say. But more so, he loved his scriptures because he wakes up late at night and he reads. He give advices to people. He's a very busy man. So tonight I have the great pleasure of introducing to you Pandit Tillack Dari Shivrattan, and he will be your Vyaas for tonight. Thank you so much. Prem se bolo Vyaas Maharaj ki jai.
Prem Chalo Shri Ramachandra Bhagwan ki jai. Upon commencement of our Ramayan Park 2024, we must give adoration to the feet of Agni Dev. Om Bhur Swaha Tat Saviturvarenyam. And let me reverb. Devasya Dhimahi धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा ॐ एकदन्तया विद्महि वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ति प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा ॐ तत्पुरुषाय विद्महि महादेवाय धीमहि तन्नो रुद्रः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा ॐ नारायणाय विद्महि वसुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो कृष्णः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा ॐ नारायणाय विद्महि दशरथात्माय धीमहि तन्नो रामः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा ॐ अग्नयीनया सुपतारयस्मान् विश्वानि देवा वयुनानि वेद्वान् ययोजस्मै जोरानमेन भूविष्ठं तिनमुक्तिं विदेम ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा सर्वपापहरं दिव्यं गङ्गेयं निर्मलं जलम् आचमनं च मया दत्तं गृहतं पुरुषोत्तमम् ॐ आचमनं पुनाचमनं श्रीसुध आचमनम् प्रेम चलो श्री अग्नि देवता की जय। We give adoration and prostration to the feet of Agni Devata. Give prosperity, fruits to all of our actions, all our events, all our rituals that we perform. Agni Devata serves as the heart of the Lord to accept all our offerings and distribute them to all the devatas of the universe. So doing, we give adoration to Agni Devata night after night. Prem Chalo Shri Agni Devata ki jai. Puja Dharmacharya ji, Reverend Pandit ji, Brahman ji, Shrota Bhaktajan, Ahar Bhaktajan, मैं सभी को सीताराम करता हूँ। आज रात इस रामायण पार्क में मैं बहुत खुश हूं कि हम सब एक साथ है। इस अवसर बार बार नहीं आते हैं। हमारा इच्छा यही है जो शिक्षा हमारा ग्रंथों से पढ़ते हैं और आप लोग को देते हैं, आप लोग लेकर और अपने अपने जीवन को सफल बनाओ। यज करता हमारा और भगवान श्री राम की आशीर्वाद। My dear Revered Dharmacharya ji, Revered Pandit ji, Pandit Omnath Prasad, who performed the puja today, assisted by Pandit Ravi ji, Ravi Gulcharan ji, and his wonderful son Sachin ji, Pandit Sachin ji. I bow to all of you. I seek your blessings. I seek the blessings of my belated father, Dharmacharya Lal Dari Shivrattan. As my wife mentioned, I seek his divine blessings. I've received my blessings from my mom. She also performed Vyaas puja prior to coming. Unfortunately, due to old age, she cannot make it. But her mind, her love is here, her blessings is here with me. To all of you, brothers and sisters of the community, I sincerely and distinctly welcome all of you to Ramayan in Nepal 2024. Please put your hands together for the executive members who put this wonderful pilgrimage for us tonight. And tonight we will have a wonderful treat. We have now entered Ayodhya, the new Ayodhya. And in my katha tonight, you will have the opportunity as a preview to listen to how good trump evil. You will have the opportunity and your ears will be blessed to listen how good always rides over evil. How the righteous always win over the unrighteousness. You will also have the privilege of listening to the avatar of the Lord. Why did the Lord traverse on earth? Why he humanized himself? And in the end, we will all have the opportunity to welcome Sri Ram to Ayodhya in Richmond Hill, Ramayan in the park tonight. We have a little beautiful hammock here with baby Ram inside. And at the end of my katha, everyone will line up and you will have the opportunity to rock baby Ram and welcome baby Ram to your home, to this park, to this Ayodhya. And Ayodhya is no other than your heart. So tonight we will have that opportunity to do so at the end of my katha. So this is just a little preview what to expect tonight. As the clock go tick, 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 I have to do what? Quick, quick, quick. Acha, so welcome. We will do Pratna, we will chant the Ramayan Sumiran, and we will go straight into the katha. Let us all, sab koi hath jokar, भगवान की प्रार्थना करो। Shri Ganeshaya Namah. Om Shri Saraswati Namah. Om Shri Guru Charan Kamlebhyo Namah. Varnanam Arthasandhanam Rasanam Kshandasamapi Mangalanam Cha Karataru वन्दे वाणी विनायक भवानी शंकर वन्दे श्रद्धा विश्वास रूपिणो याभ्यं विना न पश्यन्ति सिद्ध स्वान्तस्तमीश्वरम् ॐ वन्दे बोधमयं नित्यं गुरु शंकर रूपिणम् यमाश्रितो हि वक्रोऽपि चन्द्र सर्वत्र वन्दयते नानापुराणनिगमगं समतं यद् रामायणे निगदितं क्वचिदन्यतोऽपि स्वान्तः सुखाय तुलसी रघुनाथ गाथा भाषा निबंध मतिमंजल मातलोभे सीताराम गुणग्राम पुण्य अरण्य विहारिणां वन्दे विशुद्ध विज्ञान कवीश्वरा कपीश्वरम् रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पतये नमः कर्पूरगौरं
करुणावतारम् संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारम् सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि
भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि हरि ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। प्रेम सुनो श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। We join and chant the Ramayan Sumran, glorifying the feet of Lord Shri Ganesha, the remover of obstacles and impediments, and the Lord that give us all success, undoubtedly. To his lotus feet, let us all join and chant the Ramayan Sumran. Hai jo sumirat siddhi ho, gananayak karivara varana. हरहु अनुग्रह सो बुद्धि राशि सुबुध सदा। मूक होई बाचा पांगु चरय गिरिवर गहना। जासु कृपा सुदया रवो सफल कलिमल दहना। नील सरोवर करुणारुण बारिश नयना। करौ सुमन सदा कुंद समरे कुमार मन करुणा Bando Guru Kripa Sindhu Nararukamare Mahamohatamatul Vasubhajana Ravi Karayatarayo Jo Sumirat Siddhi Ho Gananayak Parivara Adana Gananayak Parivara Madana. Prem Salo Shri Ganesh Bhagwan ki jai. I want to say a special thank you for our sponsor for tonight, a very great devotee, all the way from St. Thomas, British Virgin Island, and Rishi Prasad, by name. Every year, Raman in the park, he always send me a donation. His sister is here, Sabiji, and he sent a donation of $1,200 to sponsor tonight's session. So please put your hands together for Rishi Prasad. And we ask God to bless him so that he can continue to support us in Raman in the park. We also want to say how dearly we missed our dear Mataji Chandroti, the wife of the late Dharmacharya. She was indeed here last year, and we had the opportunity to take pictures, and those are memorable time that we will have with great souls. So we offer a special prayer for her soul. May her soul have everlasting peace and heavenly bliss. We also would like to offer special prayers to Pandit Sarvadiyal from Florida. He was supposed to read at Raman in the park here this week, but due to an accident, unfortunately his wife passed on. She was here last year. His beautiful daughter was here chorusing him, but she will be missed dearly. And we pray that Panditji have a speedy recovery, so next year he can come and join with us once again. We ask Bhagwan to bless the soul of his Dharmapatni, and may she also have bliss in the heavenly abode. I would like to once again say thanks to Raman in the park for allowing Sri Devi Mandir to be part and parcel of this first night, and through all the other nights. We are all here as souls, and every one of us, we have a purpose in this world. And our purpose as human beings, as the Chaupai said in Uttarakhand, Bari Bhag Manushtana Power, we are experiencing the greatest form of existence. And if we fail to utilize this human body for that great existence, then we are not guaranteed to come back as a human being, perhaps a lower species or some other way that we have to work very hard. So we had worked very hard, but we weren't qualified to attain the feet of the Lord. So what we are doing here, Raman in the park, is giving us that opportunity, like Hanumanji, to always serve the Lord and to be at the feet of the Lord. So Raman in the park tonight is where we welcome the Lord. We will all bow to his lotus feet. And Ayodhya is established here tonight. So please put your hands once more for Raman in the Park 2024. We shall all join in a beautiful song to the feet of Bhagwan Shri Ram. Tuma Uto Siya Shringara Karo Avadhanusha Rama Netura. When Lord Shri Ram break the Dhanush of Lord Shiva, it means that no one can conquer him. Anyone that fought against him, they will be defeated. Only that one who had break the bow of Dhanusha, of Shiva Dhanusha. So let us sing as we welcome the Lord again. Tuma utu सिया श्रृंगार करो अब धनुष राम में तोरा है. And I want everybody clap your hands, you know. When your right hand clap your left hand, it means that all your accumulated karma will allow you to sail to the heavenly abode. Because when you clap, it creates an upward draft. So all your karma will take you there. And you know the most important thing of clapping? It burn away all the bad karma that you accumulated for years after year. Or all the year previously, right? O tumma uttu siya shringar karo ab dhanush rama mein tora hai. Everybody clap. Tumma uttu siya shringar karo ab dhanush rama mein tora hai. तोरा है भी तोरा है सीता के नाथ जोड़ा है. तोरा है भी तोरा है सीता के नाथ जोड़ा है. तुम सिया श्रृंगार करो अब धनुष राम में तोरा है. बोलो मात सिया के दीप सोहे कुंडल की छवि न्यारी है. मात सिया के दीप सोहे कुंडल की छवि न्यारी है. न्यारी भय न्यारी है न्यारी है भय न्यारी है भय रघुबर को जानती है. तुम उठो सिया श्रृंगार करो अब धनुष राम में तोरा है. सुन करि हरि कित सखी सहेली शिवा धनुष तोरा है. सुन हरि कित भय सखी सहेली शिवा धनुष राम में तोरा है. तोरा है भैया तोरा है भैया तोरा है भी तोरा है सीता के नाता जोड़ा है. तुम तो सिया श्रृंगार करो राम में तोरा है. तोरा है भैया तोरा है सीता के नाथा जोड़ा है. तोरा है भई तोरा है सीता के नाथा जोड़ा है. तुम तो सिया श्रृंगार करो धनुष राम में तोरा है. तुम तो सिया श्रृंगार करो धनुष राम में तोरा है. धनुष राम में तोरा है. धनुष राम में तोरा है. बोले श्री अवध रामचंद्र की जय. बोलो श्री अयोध्या धाम की जय. श्री रामायण in the park की जय हो. This is Ayodhya we are in, and we are all now prepared to listen to the Rama's Katha, Ramayana. So tonight Katha will be, why did the Lord manifest himself as human being, walk the surface of this earth? What is the purpose? There are 4 yugas that are identified in the history of Hinduism. We have Satyug, we have Treta Yuga, we have Dwapar Yuga, and we have Kali Yuga. These are the 4 yugas that are identified in the history of Hinduism. Now in Satyug, briefly, there was a prevalence of truth. This is why the age is being called Sat, means truth. And we know for a fact that the thorough practice of truth remove all the negative tendencies from the minds of man. Is that true? A thorough practice of truth removed all negative tendencies and qualities from our being. You know the beautiful poems, speak the truth and speak it ever. Cost it what it will. Those who hide the wrong he does the wrong thing still. You believe in that? Those who hide the wrong he does the wrong thing still. Speak the truth and speak it ever. Cost it what it will. Sometimes when you speak the truth, you may have to suffer for it. But let it be. But don't hide the wrong things. So that was the age in Satya. Upon the completion of Satyug lasts, by the way, and keep this number in mind, 1,728,000 years. 1,728,000 years. Keep that number. That number is very important for all of us. Upon the completion of Satyug, a new age was born, called Treta Yuga. And in Treta Yuga, the good was established formally too. But unfortunately, towards the end of, as Treta Yuga advanced, there was a rise of evil. And we have seen manifestation of the evil. We're going to use Lanka to represent the evil, and Ayodhya to represent the good, the noble, and the wise. Another point to note, that there was a far distance separating them. Lanka and Ayodhya, very, very far apart. What happened in the age of Treta Yuga? Due to the infiltration of the evil, many devotees suffered. And when they petitioned for help, Bhagavan Ram came. Bhagavan Ram, what he did? He left the city of Ayodhya. He traveled for 14 long years in the forest to the location of the evil and destroyed the evil and returned to Ayodhya and promote the growth of the good. That was our Lord. Bhagavan Shri Ram took his 7th incarnation, Lord Vishnu, as Shri Ram. Now good was established once again. Treta Yuga lasts for 1,296,000 years. Again, make a note on this number. Upon the completion of Treta Yuga, another age was born called Dwapar Yuga. And in Dwapar Yuga, just like Treta Yuga, the good carry forward into Dwapar Yuga. And again, as the age advanced, they were the rise of evil. But it was a little bit different from Treta Yuga. We have noticed and we have seen that the good and the evil closed up at each other. Treta Yuga, they were very far apart. Dwapar Yuga, they closed up. And we have seen manifestation of good and evil being found in one palace in Hastinapur. That is the Pandavas and the Kauravas. One palace. They all live in the same palace. And they're fighting good against evil. What happened in that age? Dwapar Yuga. Lord Shri Krishna came. Lord Vishnu took his 8th incarnation as Krishna. He came as a mediator between these two forces. And through knowledge, he destroyed the Kauravas and allowed the Pandavas to flourish. Once again, good was established. My dear brothers and sisters, devotees of God, mothers and fathers, children, this age of Kali Yuga came after Dwapar Yuga. And in Kali Yuga, we have seen that there is no distance at all separating the good from the evil. And we have seen manifestation of that in each and every one of us, these two forces dwell. No distance at all separating is found in our body. That is, the mind represents evil and the intellect represents the good, the noble, the wise. The big question is, how many Rams and how many Krishnas will have to come in Kali Yuga to destroy man's evil? This is why we have Raman in the park. This is why we have Rama in Kathas. So if we should answer this question, or think about the answer, it is very simple. You will find answer in the Ramayana or Katha tonight. Now, Kali Yuga, Dwapar Yuga lasts for 864,000 years. And Kali Yuga is designed to last for 432,000 years. Now, these numbers are very important. If you take the age, the spans of the age, 4, 3 plus 2, what do you have? 9. And if you count 864, 8, 6, and 4, reduce it to a single digit, you will have 9 as the answer, right? And so too, in Treta Yuga, 1,296,000. If you take 1, 2, 9, and 6, decline it to single digit, you will have 9. And in Dwapar Satyam, 1,728, 1, 7, 2, and 8, you add them together, you'll have 9. And if you take any number, number 9 is a very powerful number. It takes 9 months for a child to be born. Durga Ma has 9 forms, right? There are 9 chakras, 7 attached to our body and 2 divine chakras, 9 chakras that we have to pass to reach God. Yet if you take any number, multiply by 9, and the answer you get, you add them, bring it down to single digit, you will get 9 as the answer. You can try 9, 7, 63, right? 6 plus 3 is 9. And then you can take any number. So my dear devotees of God, these are the 4 yugas that is identified in our dharma. And each one of these yugas have their own purpose. But in the Ramayan, in Treta Yuga, we will discuss. Parvati Ma was asking Lord Shiva this question. The first person that discussed Ram Katha was Shiva and Parvati. Parvati Ma keep asking numerous questions. And Lord Shiva gave answers. But you know, the message of Ramayan is a classical one. It is an eternal and universal message of dharma versus adharma. It is of the devatas versus the demons. It is of good versus evil, as represented in the battle of Ram versus Ravana. And you know, men who had one time embraced religious doctrine and lived by the rules and the precepts and the principles of dharma had overnight transformed into ruthless tyrant. Oppression was dominant. Falsehood, hypocrisy, these were all visible symptoms in the age of Treta Yuga. The integration of social and ethical standard negativities had brought a declension of dharma. Now, when we talk about the decline of dharma, we must understand that it is a decline of the moral standard of man. Man overnight become rigid moralist. Sociopathic tendencies creep into the mind of man that cause their faculty to be deranged and corrupted, as was in the case of the demons. When we talk about the decline of the thought process in man, we talk about the drift into a sea of negativities. And in the Ramcharitamanas, when the question was posed, why does the Lord manifest as man? Why so many incarnations? This is the answer given by Lord Shiva to Parvati Ma. Chaupai, Tulsidasi, right. Out there, help us here, we don't have done power. Clap your hands, you don't know what it does. It allows you, your karma, to rise to the heavenly abode, to yoga. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Everybody, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram. जब जब होई धर्म के हानि, बारही असुर अधम अभिमानी। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम। ओ करनीय नीति जाई नहीं वरनी, करनीय नीति जाई नहीं वरनी, सीधा ही विप्र देनु सुर धरनी, सीधा ही विप्र देनु सुर धरनी। Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram। अब तब प्रभु धरि विभिन्न शरीरा, ओ राम 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 श्री राम। तब तब प्रभु धरि विभिन्न शरीरा, हरहि कृपा निधि संजन धीरा। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। Why did the Lord manifest himself as human being? The answer given very, very simple. Jab jab dharm ka haas. This is the art of the chaupai. You know, in the chaupai, you have 4 quarters, and then you have the artha. The artha defines and unravels the deeper meaning of the chaupai. Jab jab dharm ka haas. The word haas means a ridicule. Lord says, whenever there is a ridicule in dharma or niche, when the vile and the wicked, abhimani, rakshas bar jate hai, whenever there is an increase of all these negative qualities in the minds of man, और वे ऐसा की अन्याय करते हैं. This word अन्याय has a number of meaning. When there is wrong, when there is injustice, when there is grievance, when there is inequity, when there is tyranny, when there is oppression coming from all directions of the devotees and devotees' life, the Lord is saying He will come. Tata Brahman Gau Dev or Prithvi Dukh Pate Hai. Tata Brahman, when the Brahman are being tortured by the demons, when Mother Earth in the form of a cow was subdued with the burden of sins, Tata Brahman Gau Dev, when the devatas are so in distress that they cannot pray, Dukh Pate Hai, when sorrows come from every direction, Prabhu Bhati Bhati Ke Sharir Dharan Kar. The Lord promised that I will come not only once, and I will come in various forms to rectify. Prabhu Bhati Bhati Ke Sharir. Sharir means different forms. Bhati Bhati Ke Sharir Dharan Kar. Sajjano Ke Pira Harte Hai. Pira means pain, to relieve the pains from His votaries. This is what the Lord promised. And you know what? He fulfilled His promise. As we will, I will relate in this kata tonight. The Lord fulfilled all His promise He made to us. But the question is, are we fulfilling our obligation, our promises that we have made to God? This is a question we have to ask ourselves over and over. Yes, when before we have taken birth, there are so much promises we make to the Lord. We are not conscious of it because we are in our mother's womb. But there are a lot of promises we made. Oh Lord, get me out of here. I'm stifling. This is an uncomfortable world for me. I will come out. I will pray to you. I will do so much of good things. I will chant your glories. And I will do all things to make you happy. But my dear devotees of God, when we came into this world and all the side attraction, our eyes caught to them, then we deviate from our promise. We forget about our promise. Like Sugriva. He forgot the promise he made to the Lord when the Lord obliged him his kingdom back. Until Hanumanji had to go, Lakshman had to go remind him, you made so much promise to the Lord. Now you're happy, you're having a good time. But you forget the promise you made to the Lord. And so many messages caught him until Hanumanji and Lakshmana was angry. But sometimes the Lord get angry with us too. He's not really angry with us. When things go wrong, we always say God is there for us, right? God isn't looking out for us. No, my dear brothers and sisters. God is always beside us. He is like our shadow. He is inside of us, He is outside. He is above us to bless us. He is below us to support and sustain us. He is in front of us to guide us. He is behind us to protect us. He is beside us to comfort us. And He is inside us to love us. So how can we say God is there for us? My dear devotees of God, we have to be a recipient of the presence of God within. So, this is what happened in the age of Treta Yuga. Lord Sri Rama came. Shiva was explaining to Parvati that, hey Uma, these are the reason why the Lord came. And in Bhagavad Gita chapter 4 verse 7 says, Yadaya nahi dharmasa glani bhavati bharata abhyutanam adharmasa tarabhanam shijamaham. This is a comparable shloka to the chaupai I've just chanted, Jaba Jaba Hoi Dharma Kaihani. Both of them say the same thing. Prabhu Bhati Bhati Ke Sharir Dharan Kar, Sajjano Ke Pira Harte Hai. The Lord promised, I will come to take care of business. He didn't say He will send His troop or His soldier or His army from the heavenly abode. He said, I will come myself, even if I have to take different forms. Bhagavan Krishna says, Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya. That whenever Yada Yada means whenever Dharmasya, righteousness, Glani, whenever there is a decline of Dharma, Abhyutanam Adharmasya, and whenever there is an upward flow of unrighteousness, Tara, then Vanam, myself, Sri Janyaham will come. I myself will come. This is the promise God made to us. And my dear devotees of God, in Dwapar Yuga and in Treta Yuga, the Lord fulfilled those promises. Ravan, the commander of chief of his empire, the very defecation of sins, had subdued the earth with the might of his arm. Ravan had converted a world of saintly people into a sea of Rakshas. And what was his activities? He encouraged, Tulsidas, he tells us in his next chapter, Badhe kal bahu chod juvara, Badhe kal bahu chod juvara, Jelam pat par dhana par dhana, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Manahu mat pita nahi deva, Manahu mat pita nahi deva. Sadhu sant, oh sadhu sant, karwa vahi seva. Sadhu sant, karwa vahi seva. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Badhe kal bahu chura judavaya. Ravan converted a world of saintly people into a sea of Rakshas. Men who was once embracing religiousness had overnight become ruthless tyrant. And what happened? He says, Devtagan hamara shatru hai. He told all his Rakshas that the Devtagan, the entire community of the Devtas, hamara shatru hai. Shatru means enemies. They are our enemies. Go and rid them from this earth. That was the power of Ravana. That was the regime of Ravana. That was the rulership of Ravana. And devotees of God, when the devotees, the rishis, the munis, the saints and the sages, and the devatas, they were all persecuted. They were all tortured. The golden banner were trodden upon. The little ashrams, they were all destroyed. And they had no place to resort to prayers. But devotees, the word of our great Lord, the message that he sent to Ravana, O Ravana, if you have to insult me, but don't make fun of my devotees. This is one of the strongest messages the Lord sent to Ravana. O Ravana, if you want to show your power at all, then don't show it on my devotees. Let me be your challenge. Let me be your target. But do not disturb my devotees to perform their yajnas, their tapasyas, and their prayers. And devotees, when we talk about the decline of Dharma, it means rather than pursuing the righteous path, men are selecting the unrighteous path. Rather than indulging in truth, men are embodiment of falsehood. And rather than creating unity amongst men, men are creating fragments of ugliness and unpleasantness in society. That is what we call the decline of Dharma. And my dear devotees of God, when the Satan and the sages, although they were harassed and intimidated by continuous raids of their hermitages, yet they did not give up hope. They did not give up faith, but the resort of a place of final hope, their final refuge in what? In prayers. Now the first question that was asked by the devotees, they all, sit them together. They have a meeting now. Like what we call meeting and discuss. There's a problem ahead. We have to discuss. So they all resort a place of quietude, perhaps in a cave or somewhere, hide themselves, and now they are discussing how can we find the Lord so we can make a petition for help. And sometimes you'll agree with me that these are questions we ask sometimes too. Especially in a home where there's sadness, where there's so much issues going on and problems and turmoils, and nothing seems to be getting better. Sometimes we give up hope. We ask ourselves, aren't the Lord looking at our problems? Why isn't He looking upon us? Why so many people are happy and why am I sad? And devotees, the same question was asked by the devatas, the sages, the saints, and the answer was given to us by our famous writer Goswami Tulsidas in this beautiful chaupai. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Everybody. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Baite sur sab करहि विचारा कह पाए प्रभु करहि पुकारा बैठे सुर सब करहि विचारा कह पाए प्रभु करहि पुकारा श्री राम जय राम जय जय पुरब कुंत जान कह होई पुरब कुंत जान कह होई कव कह पय निधि बस प्रभु सोहि ओ राम 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 सीता राम 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 बस प्रभु सोए जाके हृदय जासी भक्ति प्रीति तह प्रभु तह प्रगदास रीति जाके हृदय जासी भक्ति प्रीति प्रभु तह प्रगट सदा तेरी रीति। बोलो श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। Beautiful chaupai. This is one of those soothing, beautiful, meaningful, and one that brings joy to us. सभी देवता बैठकर विचार करने लगे कि प्रभु को कहाँ पाए, जैसे कि हम उनके सामने अपने पुकार करें। कोई तो वैकुंठपुरी जाने को कहता था और कोई कहता कि वही प्रभु क्षीर समुद्र में बिसते हैं। The question is, where can we find the Lord? So we can make this petition to Him. Some of them suggested that there is a place called Vaikunt way up in the heaven, that maybe the Lord resides there. Some of them suggested that there is a place called Kshir Sagar, the Milky Ocean, that perhaps the Lord resides there. But devotees of God, Tulsidas Ji clarify all of that. That if there is any Vaikunt at all, and if there is any Kshir Sagar, that is where Jake Hriday Bhakti Jasi Priti. Jake Hriday means your heart. Bhakti, where there is love. Priti, where there is devotion, where there is love and devotion. In that heart, dear devotee, Tulsidas Ji says, Prabhutah Pragata Sada Tehiriti. Not only one time, but the word Sada, always, Tehiriti, resides there. So in whose heart there is pregnant with love, that is the address of the Lord, so to speak. So we don't have to, search for the Lord here and there and everywhere. We don't have to jump from this religion to that religion trying to find God. Huh? You've seen that randomly happening to this world. You're born as a Hindu, you change to so many religions. You're looking for God. It is sad sometimes when you listen to some individual that the religion that they're born in, they turn around and curse that religion, trying to see God somewhere else. Discrimination comes into their mind. So much of uncomfortable words will come out of them. And this is no joke. I have been confronted with many, and I'm sure Dhamacharya and all our Pandits confronted with it. It is gross ignorance, my dear brothers and sisters. Look at the Chaupai, what it says. In whose heart there is pregnancy with love, with bhakti, priti, love and devotion to the Lord resides right there. So the address of the Lord is where? Right here. He goes with us everywhere. Why should we go look helter-skelter for God? We have to, those are shallowness of the mind. Like I said, the mind is the evil and the intellect is the good. And in our body, there is this good and evil battling every day. So we have to be careful. My dear devotees of God, I think our religion, Sanatan Dharma, or Sanatan Dharma, religion is just a simple word that comes from the name of a region, but our obligation is Sanatan Dharma. Sanatan means eternal, everlasting, that which cannot be destroyed. It is offering us a very simple method of God consciousness. Practice only two things, love and devotion. Two inexpensive process. You don't have to buy it at the black market. You don't have to look for it anywhere. It is right here. And look at the result, the best in the world for free. The highest certificate, the most honorable diploma that we can receive. Love and devotion. So when all the devatas realized that there is no particular geographic location of the Lord, they all began to sing the praises of awakening, inviting the Lord into their heart. And it is beautiful chant. I will just chant just one verse of it. Jai Jai Suranayak Jana Sukhadayak Pranatapal Bhagavanta Bodhij Hitakari Jai Asurari Sindhu Sutta Priyakanta Palana Suradharani Adhabut Karani मरण न जाने कोई जो सहज कृपाला दीन दयाला करहु अनुग्रह सोई जय जय अविनाशी सब गुणवासी व्यापक परम अनंत जय जय सुरनायक जन सुखदायक प्रणतपाल भगवंता. In these beautiful prayers, the devatas, they began to pray, they chant, and devotees. There is no instance at all in the Ramcharitamanas, in the Rig Vedas, in the Upanishads state that when a devotee prayed and the prayers would not answer. Don't blame God for that. We have to examine our prayers. When we sit to pray, what are we thinking about? What are we thinking about? We have to think, we have to look at Krishna's basuri. You know, the basuri is just an empty piece of pipe. Nothing in it. Or like the janda, the bamboo that we hoist our janda on when we do a puja. The hollowness of the bamboo symbolizes empty your mind of all other thoughts. When you prepare to pray, let there be no thoughts in your mind. It must be empty. Because if there are desire in your mind, then your prayers will not be pure. We will pray, oh Lord, my neighbor has a beautiful car. Bless me so that I have a better one. Or bless me so that I can win the lottery and I can go on vacation and enjoy my life. You know, we all pray for that, no? The lotto especially, right? When they got into billions, right? Yes, we do, right? We pray. But devotees, like the devatas, we have seen instantaneous response of the Lord. When you pray, the Lord never said, well, look, come back next week, I will grant you your wishes. No. Instantaneously, the devatas, they will receive this beautiful voice came from above. Hey Muni, Siddha or Suresh, Devgan, Darumat, fear not. तुम्हारे लिए मैं मनुष्य रूप धारण करूंगा और उद्धार सूर्य वंश में अंशों सहित मनुष्य का अवतार लूंगा. Sincere prayers were done, prayers in the true sense of that word, and now the Lord came, a voice came to the ears of the rishis and the muni. Hey Muni, hey Siddha, Suresha, O Munis, O Rishi, O Devta, Darumat, fear no more. तुम्हारे लिए मैं मनुष्य रूप धारण करूंगा. The Lord says, I will take form as man, मनुष्य रूप, darumat, so fear no more. Kashyap or Adhiti में बड़ा पहाड़ी तप किया था. That Raja Dashrath and Kausilya, they have performed tremendous tapasya. Kashyap and Aditi, they also performed great tapasya to attain me. And now they are residing in Ayodhya. They were called Dashrath and Kausilya. के रूप में मनुष्य का राजा होकर अयोध्यापुरी में प्रकट हुए. Now they are existing in Ayodhya as Dashrath and Kausalya, and I will appear there as their child. And my dear devotees of God, it is on that day in Treta Yuga when the Lord fulfilled his promise that Ramayan began to celebrate everywhere in the world. Now we are coming now closer to the appearance of the Lord. So if you can have some flowers here, and Pandit can also assist, have a diya there, have some chandan there. Acha, we will welcome, everybody will have an opportunity to rock baby Ram in the cradle, and you offer your arti, put some chandan on his forehead, and give him a little birthday gift, and then you go back to your seat. So this is the opportunity you received here today. Just give me 10 more minutes after I conclude the katha. Acha? So we will look now in this beautiful doha. Tulsidas ji tells us the time that the Lord chose to come, the day, the month, and how the atmosphere changes immediately. He described the situation and the atmosphere in this beautiful charpai. जो लगन ग्रह पारती थी, ओ राम 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 बोलो राम 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 बोलो
राम 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 बोलो राम राम राम.
ओ राम 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 बोलो राम राम राम
राम राम राम बोलो राम राम राम.
ओ राम 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 सिया राम राम राम
राम राम राम सिया राम राम राम.
जो लगन ग्रह पारती थी, सकल भये अनुकूल, चार अरुवचर हर्ष जुदा, राम जन्म सुख मूल. जो लगन ग्रह पारती थी, सकल भये अनुकूल, चार अरुवचर हर्ष जुदा, राम जन्म सुख मूल. ओ राम 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 बोलो राम
राम राम राम बोलो राम.
बोलो राम
राम राम राम बोलो राम.
सिया राम
राम राम राम बोलो राम.
सिया राम. प्रेम चलो श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. जो लगन ग्रह और तिथि सभी अनुकूल हो गए, सभी जड़ चेतन हर्ष से भर उनको श्री राम का जन्म सुख का मूल है. The possession of the sun, the moon, and all the planets had already entered in their appropriate position. Everything was adjusted when the Lord was about to take his appearance. The day of the week, the month, all become very auspicious. Shri Ram ka janm sukh ka mool hai. Sukh ka mool, sukh means happiness, mool means root. The appearance of the Lord is the root of all happiness in man's life. All celestial and creative beings rejoiced in ecstasy. The appearance of Shri Ram is the root of all happiness. We are all conscious of the presence of God. And when that took place in our heart, when we know that God is within us, this is the kind of feelings we will have at all times. Where there is light, darkness disappears. Where there is Ram, sadness disappears. What was the day? What was the time? Tulsidas ji tells us, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram. O Ram तिथि मधुमास पुनीता मास पुनीता शुक्ल पक्ष अभिजित हरि प्रीता अभिजित हरि प्रीता श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम मध्य दिवसी अति शीतन घामा शीतन घामा ओ राम 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 श्री राम मध्य दिवसी अति शीतन घामा शीतन घामा पावन काल लोक विश्रामा लोक विश्रामा बोलो श्री राम जय राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम बोलो सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। नवमी तिथि थी, पवित्र चैत्र का महिमा था। It was the ninth day, नवमी तिथि थी, the ninth day of the Chaitra Mass, beautiful month, Shukla Paksh, the bright half. This was the situation when the Lord chooses to come. वो पवित्र समय था, सब लोगों को शांत देने वाली. And at that very particular moment, the entire world enjoyed a moment of peace. Shant dene wale. Shant means very, very much peaceful. There was a peace that I had never experienced before in a devotee's life when the Lord was about to take his manifestation. We are told Sheetal Manda Sugandha Pava. A mild breeze was blowing. Sweet smelling fragrance from the wind was blowing, and Nadia Amrit ki dhara bahag rahi thi. The water from the river seems to be like amrit, like nectar, and it was exactly at 12 dopahar, 12 midday, in the age of Treta Yuga, when the world became a hub of beautiful sound of conch shell was blowing. The Kinaras was singing beautiful songs, and Tulsidas, tells us in this doha that the Lord will come. So prepare now to come and rock the hammock in 2 minutes. Acha, Pandit, you stand by there. Have the chandan, have some flowers, arti, and so on. समोह विनती करे ओ राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम श्री राम सुर समूह विनती पहुँचे निज निज धाम, पहुँचे निज निज धाम। जगनिवास प्रभु प्रकट, जगनिवास प्रभु प्रकट, अखिल लोक विश्राम सिया भगवान। Bring it on, Pandit. Priya bhaj Ramachandra ki jai, Ayodhya Ram Ji पहुंची। तब सभी लोगों को विश्राम देने वाले जगदाधार प्रभु प्रकट हुए। And this is the Lord. When all the devatas sang the beautiful praises of the Lord, it was at that time Jagat Nivasa Prabhu Pragat Akila Lok Vishram, that all merciful, compassionate Lord revealed himself into the hands of Kausilama. Prem Solo Shri Ramachandra Bhagwan Ki Jai. Now wrap the cradle for our team and the flowers, and now we will sing a beautiful song to welcome the Lord. Shri Ram, we are all coming to rock the cradle of Shri Ram. And as you rock the cradle of Shri Ram, embrace him in your heart. मेरी झोपड़ी की भाग आज खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। राम आएंगे, आएंगे, राम आएंगे, ओ राम आएंगे, आएंगे, राम आएंगे। Everybody line up now, very quickly, so we cannot take too much of time. Oh, राम आएंगे तो वंदना सजाओगे, राम आएंगे तो वंदना सजाओगे, दीप के दिवाली में मनाओगे, दिवाली में मनाएंगे, मेरी जान Ramayan in the park tonight becomes a yoga for the rest of the week, for the rest of your life. Ramayan, aayenge, Ramayan, Ramayan, oh, meri झोपड़ी की भाग आज खुल जाएंगे, Ramayan, मेरी झोपड़ी की भाग आज खुल जाएंगे, Ramayan, मेरी झोपड़ी we are taking Shri Ram to our home also. He's here, there, and everywhere. So in our hearts, we pocket him, and we are taking him to our home, our journey. Ram Jule to Palan Naudi. Ram Jule to Palan Naudi. That is a rocking in the heart, a little baby Parliament. Meete, meete, my bhajan sunaoge. And we are singing sweet, sweet song to welcome the Lord in our heart. Meete, meete, my bhajan sunaoge. Very sundari sundari dukh mit jayenge, Ram aayenge. Ram aayenge, aayenge, Ram aayenge. Ram
झोपड़ी के भाग आज खुल जाएंगे राम आएंगे
मेरी झोपड़ी के बाहर खुल जाएंगे राम आएंगे
मेरे झोपड़ी के भाग आज खुल जाएंगे राम आएंगे
मेरी झोपड़ी के बाहर खुल जाएंगे राम आएंगे
प्रभु राम अयोध्या में आए तरुण सभी राम से मिले
अयोध्या में आए चलो रे सभी राम से मिले चलो रे सभी राम से मिले
ओ राम से मिले सिया राम से मिले राम से मिले सिया राम से मिले प्रभु राम अयोध्या में आए
चलो रे सभी राम से मिले चलो रे सभी राम से मिले राम अयोध्या में आए चलो रे सभी राम से मिले चलो रे सभी राम से मिले
माता आरती
माता का सिया आरती उतारो माता का सिया आरती उतारो आरती उतारे
चलो रे सभी राम से मिले
चलो रे सभी राम
प्रभु राम अयोध्या में आए चलो रे सभी राम से मिले राम से मिले सिया राम से मिले राम से मिले सिया राम से मिले प्रभु राम अयोध्या में आए चलो रे सभी राम से मिले चलो रे सभी राम से मिले प्रभु राम अयोध्या में आए चलो रे
सभी राम से मिले चलो रे सभी राम से मिले चलो रे सभी राम से मिले चलो रे सभी राम से मिले प्रभु राम अयोध्या में आए चलो रे सभी राम
जय श्री राम
चलो रे सभी राम से मिले राम अयोध्या में आए चलो रे सभी राम से मिले
राम से मिले सिया राम से मिले
राम से मिले सिया राम से मिले
प्रभु राम अयोध्या में आए
चलो रे सभी राम से मिले चलो रे सभी राम से मिले प्रभु राम अयोध्या में आए चलो रे सभी राम से मिले चलो रे सभी राम से मिले
चलो रे सभी
राम से मिले चलो रे सभी राम से
राम से मिले Sing any bhajan to Ram. Continue, right? Two of you can do one time, two family can do one time, right? So you move the line faster.
Thank you. Thank you.
प्रेम चला श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। We just have a few more and then we'll
Sita Let's follow Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki. Let's follow Vishnu Bhagavan ki. Let's follow Vyaas Maharaj ki.
If you receive Ram in your heart, let me hear Jai Shri Ram. I don't think everybody received. Let me hear again. Jai Shri Ram. Thank you so much for your patience. I know it take a little extra time, but it was worth the while. And don't take Ram in your home tonight. Come back tomorrow night to listen to more of the nectarian-like teachings of Bhagavan Shri Ram. And every night you will have a little chance to shake your hand. Those of you who missed it, a chance. So I conclude my kata for tonight, the first night of Ramayan Park 2024, and I hope I have fulfilled your expectations.
Well, let's hear it for Vyaas ji tonight.
You got to do everything twice,
To get it right, you gotta do it twice. Alright, so our Vyaas ji certainly has delivered to us from the Balkand, first chapter of Sri Ramcharitamanas. And very appropriately, he has discussed the advent of Sri Ram to the world. So I don't want the message to be lost. You gotta take home something with you tonight. Doesn't mean prasad you're taking home. So this is what you're gonna take home. This is what I'm pretty sure all of you listen attentively. So I don't want the message to be forgotten. Vyaas began his discourse by describing 4 yugas for us. What are the 4 yugas? What are the name? Number 1? No, this side. Number 1? Then? Only this side I mean, not this side. Okay, all right. So we have Satyug, Treta, Dwapar. Out of these 4 yug, which one is the best? Kali Yug. Kali Yug is the best. I'll tell you why. See, Uttarkand of the Ramayan said in Satyug, people used to do years and years and years of meditation before you can reach the goal. In Treta Yug, Dwapar Yug, a lot of yajna and tap and dan, sacrifice and so on. But Kali Yuga kevala nama adhara. That in this age of Kali Yuga, only by taking the name of the Lord with faith and with devotion, mankind can free himself from bondage. So don't think that we are doomed in this age of Kali Yuga. There's no hope for us. Now, let's get back to what Vyaas was saying. So, at the time in Treta Yuga, you see, it was a degeneration of morals and values when people who were once devotees of God, Ravan was a great devotee of God. You know, he prayed, all 3 brothers, Tiro Bhai, Ravan, Vibhishan, Kumbhakarna, they were great devotees, they prayed. And then when the moment of truth came and Brahma appeared and Lord Shiva to grant him the boon, then Ravan, suddenly he asked, he said, let me not die at the hands of man or monkey. Then Kumbhakarna, what do you want? Well, he was going to ask for 6 months of wakefulness and 1 day of sleep. But then Saraswati Ma turned his intellect and then he says, let me sleep for 6 months and wake for 1 day. And then Vibhishan, gave Vibhishan a passpani. They went to Vibhishan and Kahe Putra Varmang, tell me what boon you want. Then Vibhishan said, Mangahi Bhagavantapad, you only want the feet of the Lord's devotion. So these were men who were devotees who overnight were transformed into demons. And then when they became demons, Japa Joga Viraga Tapamaka Bhaga, then when there was any talk of parents and anything righteous, right away Ravan and his henchmen, they would rush there and destroy all these sacrifices. So the situation became so overbearing that Mother Earth took the form of a cow, and all the devotees gathered together and they prayed and they were asking the question, as Vyaas said, where can the Lord be found? And some said he's in Vaikunth, here, there. The very beautiful bhajan explains this nicely for us when it says, Ganga mi nahi, Jamuna mi nahi, Mehlo mi nahi, Kutiyo mi nahi, Jaha yaad karo, Bhagwan wahi. There's the presence of God. So we go searching for the Lord all over, and we fail to recognize that He is right there within us. So then there was this Akash Bani when they prayed, and very beautiful Chaupai also. Hari Vyapak Sarvatra Sabana. There's another Chaupai, the Balkhan, that describes the presence of the Lord, that He is present. He can only be revealed by true love. Now, and of course, Vyaas dealt with the advent of Sri Ram. I want to clarify a couple of things here tonight. This is what the message was leaving. Sri Ram did not take birth the way a human comes into the world. You have to establish that. In the next chanda there, Bhaya Pragat Kripala Deen Dayala Kausalya Hitakari, the word Pragat means to manifest. When on Ram Navami Day, Navami Tithi Madhumas Purita, Shukla Paksha Vijitari Prita, Madhya Divasati Shita Nagama, Pavanakal, Etu Visrama. Vyaas just read to us. On that ninth day of the month of Chaitra, at exactly midday, what happened was Sri Ram was not born of Kausalya. Pragat means he simply appeared. How did he appear? He appeared Nij Ayudh Bhujachari. He appeared as this huge form of Bhagwan Vishnu, bearing his Shankha, Chakra, Gada and Padma, as we know. And then Mata Puniboli, So Materioli, Tajahu Tateha Rupa. And then Mother Kausalya, she prays to the Lord and said, but Lord, this is not the form I was asking for as when I was Aditi. Please reduce yourself to this baby so that I can cuddle you, I can carry you, and I can feel this expression of Ma ki mamata, a motherly love and affection he has for a newborn child. And then Bhagwan Vishnu, what he did? Mata Puniboli So Matidoli. And so after mother spoke, then the Lord became this baby Ram and appeared in the arms of Mother Kausalya. We have to establish this, because if he were born, then all those who are born would die. As long as you take what you have to die. The Lord appeared and disappeared. He manifested himself, Pragat, Viprahetu, Surasantahita, Leen Hamanuja Avatar. The Ramayan says also, for the sake of the Brahmins, for the sake of the cows, for the sake of the saints and sages, for the sake of you and me, he manifested, he incarnated, Leen Hamanuja Avatar, the human form he assumed. So this is the avatar of Sri Ram. Now, secondly, Sri Ram came in the age of Treta, and then when his sojourn was over on earth, then he ascended back and he merged with that form of Mahavishnu. The message tonight is for all of us to regard Ram Avatar as a spiritual renaissance or a spiritual revelation in our hearts. Every microsecond of our existence. It doesn't mean we celebrate Ramnavami once a year and then until next year again. This will be an ongoing process where the Lord is manifesting in every single thought. When that happens, then you become a person of God. You become a liberated soul. Jivan Mukt Brahmapar, Charit Sudahita Jigaman. You become a true Jivan Mukt, a true liberated soul. So all of us must experience in our hearts a daily spiritual rebirth, in quotes, of the Lord. What our Vyaas has told us here tonight, we must all leave here tonight with Sri Ram in our hearts. Take him home with you. Make him your eternal companion. Let him guide you along your journey. Talk to him. When you realize he's with you, you're never alone anymore. You're never lonely anymore. You have the best company in the world. He's the best counselor in the world. He's the best friend in the world. He's the best soulmate you could ever dream of. That is the message I would like all of you to leave with here tonight. All of you who have come very devoutly and you've rocked the cradle here, celebrating the Advent, and I use the word Advent, not birth, the Advent of Prabhu Sri Ram. So Sri Ram must not be seen necessarily as the Maryada Purushottam, as the supreme human being, but he is the Lord himself. He is Bhagwan Ram. He is the Lord, Bhagwan. All the qualities of the Lord. He is Purna Avatar, complete manifestation of the Lord. This is the Ram whom we worship. This is the Ram whose glories we've come to listen to this entire week of Ramayan in the park. This is the Ram whom our various Vyaas will be expounding talking about for the balance of this week. Tomorrow night, we'll be listening to Pandit Mahadev Prasad, and he will be narrating to us from Ayodhya Kand of the Ramayan. So we're all eagerly, with great anticipation, waiting to listen to what Panditji would have to deliver to us tomorrow evening. So I'm going to give you an assignment tonight before you leave. Each of you must bring along 2 friends. Don't you have 2 friends at least you could think about? When you go home, pick up the phone, text. or you call and say, listen, girl, I went to the Ramayan park and it was so beautiful. You're missing half of your life there. Make sure you come tomorrow. Let's all go to Ramayan park. Will you do that? Or you can say, boy, also that girl alone. So please bring along. We want all these chairs to be filled. There are many more chairs out there which we're going to lay out here tomorrow. And we want this entire Ayodhya to be full because this is a chance you have only once a year. And it costs a lot to put this together, as you know, a lot of sacrifice. So this is for your sake, for all of us' sake. And how do you feel? Let me ask you a question. How do you feel coming to the Ramayan park? Do you feel great? You feel nice? Tonight you come, you get a chance to rock the parade, you sing, listen to Katha from our Vyaas, the glories of Sri Ram. You leave here feeling so satiated, so full, so overwhelmed with spirituality. So you leave here pretty much on a high. And that is how it should be. Now, the rest of the week also we have great orators to present to us. On Tuesday we have Pandit Ram Sabuj from the Arya Center. We're doing for us from Aranyakand of the Ramayan. And then on Wednesday evening, we're going to give you up to Wednesday. On Wednesday evening, we have a young, brilliant stalwart. You don't want to miss him. Trust me, you don't want to miss him. Because he is going to mesmerize this entire audience here, all of you. He's going to do justice to the text. He's my Shishya. And he is Pandit Nival. Pandit Nival is going to be here. On Wednesday, he's going to deliver from Kishkindakan of the Ramayan. He has a powerful, power-packed message for all of us. It's a night not to be missed. I don't know who's reading Saturday night, but you'll find out during the week. So once again, thank you all very much. I know it's getting late, but I hope you don't mind. We have a few house rules here, and we're going to hand it over to our director here. Give Bhai Harman a big round of applause. Very humble man. He worked so hard all these years, 16 years, to put Ramayan Park together. He has a few announcements, and then we'll all conclude with the final arti. Jai Shri Ram. No, that was not this. I said Jai Shri Ram. Yeah, that is a little more like it. Bye, Harmanji.
Ram 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 Siya Ram 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 Siya Ram 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 Siya Ram 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 Siya Ram Jagapati Surapati Deen Dayala Durlabh hai Ram 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 Siya Ram 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 Siya Ram 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 Siya Ram 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 Siya Jagapati Surapati Deen Dayala Dukh bhai banjana es kapala He jagabandit raghupar lala He jagabandit raghupar lala